started. We have started. Stream is up. Everybody is here. And so the last time we played, you guys were, it was the next day. You guys had woke up, had your morning meal, and I don't know if you guys were wanting to do anything else in the keep, but so we'll go ahead and start there. You guys are in the inn, not in the tavern, eating your meal with all the other folks that are, looks like several of them, the merchants that you guys had saw the previous evening, are getting ready to head out, where you're not sure. And I believe I was going to post the bounty list. Let's see if I can share that. Did that pop up for you guys?
It
Yep.
did.
Okay. I think that's new. I don't remember record just popping up for you guys, but it gave me images for each one of you. So, there is definitely the list is what they know about. The various people that you've spoken to, here that that there might be rewards for lizardmen and for spiders and all this other, but this is the list of things that have a value attached to them. You just need to bring back proof of individuals taken care of.
And we think at least some of these things are in the caves. Do I remember that right?
Absolutely, yeah. Whether the dragon is or not, that's that you don't know if it is. But the leader is kind of a generic thing. If you can find out who is, if you can bring back proof and the head of a leader that was involved in some sort of aggression towards the keep and or humans in this area, you'll get an additional 500 gold piece for that, for taking them out. The map that I was going to show you last week that I didn't, enclosed. I think I just shared it. Did that pop up for you guys?
Yes, it did.
Okay. That is an overland map. The areas that are blotted out are areas that they haven't had people into to find out what's there. The other areas are known to them. The caves where most of the humanoid creatures are suspected to be coming from are in the northeast. You guys are in the keep right now. The path to the caves is about 3 to 4 miles through going along the trail, and the further you go, the rougher it gets. It is clear enough to where you can narrowly go through it. You wouldn't be able to take maybe a wagon with a really wide wagon. You could take a small cart as long as it was like a single horse sort of cart. But it's like going through the mountains or the woods. There's a lot of debris and it's not maintained. It's just the only reason there's a path is because people have traveled up and down it a lot.
So, what about the forest that's north of the keep and north of the road? Is that like a pretty dense forest?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. That and the area south, those two areas are both very dense woods. That's why I just blacked out in those spots. Nobody's went that deep into the woods and came back, at least.
Yeah, I'd like to ask. You said we're in the inn, right?
Yep.
Having breakfast. Yeah, so I wouldn't mind asking maybe some of the locals or maybe even the innkeeper about the forest to the north, and like what's rumored to live in, if anything's rumored to live in the forest, if anybody's had come into the forest and come back out with stories of what they've seen in there.
Let's see. Okay, so you asked specifically about the woods, and the only thing that anybody is aware of is that there is some sort of hermit in the northern woods. He's pretty deep. Nobody generally goes that deep, but there have been sightings, and generally whenever he is seen, he runs off, the persons that are trying to interact with him. He has apparently he had some sort of feline pet. They weren't sure if it's a lion or a tiger or something along those lines, but it was massive and it seemed to be protecting him. But other than that, other than the normal spirits living in the woods and people disappearing, the dryads, luring off men and they never come back, that sort of thing.
Okay. Do the woods have a name?
The northern wood, and the south is the southern wood. This is like the edge of known sort of territory. That's what I'm saying. It's called the Keep on the Borderland for a reason. It's on the borders of civilization, so they don't really have a name for any of it. Some people call it the Dark Woods, but that's anywhere.
Has there been stories of people getting ambushed on the road on the way to the caves? Or is it generally a pretty clear path headed that way?
Oh, there's certainly historical times where people have been ambushed and murdered on that road. It's not safe by any stretch.
And along the road on the south side, near where it bends, is that a body of water or is that a hill?
That is if you look at the little map, it shows you what's what. Those are contour lines, so it's a hill.
Gotcha. Sorry. Yeah.
The only one that's different. Yeah, the only thing that's different is you can see the marshy area down here to this. That's just beyond this area.
Yeah.
Those little black splotches are like water and that sort of thing. Yeah, you can see. And this one, like the one that is empty, that is a contour line. The ones that are solid black and the rivers are water sources. Or water. As far as when you're maybe you asked about the lizardmen to the south in the marshes. The general consensus is that they don't typically bother the humans. There have been cases where people have strayed into their territory and been attacked, but in general they stay to the marsh and leave other folks alone, at least right now.
Now, are we talking about are they in all the marshes, or are they only in the marshes south of the river? I'm assuming that's a river.
The marshes is their territory, as far as anybody in here would know. There's no like real. They're not like a civilized society and have lines on a map that's theirs and what's not.
There's no bounty on the lizard men. It looks like.
No, and that's typically because, like I said, they don't come out and attack people unless
they want bounties on people that are giving them issues.
Yeah. Eventually, you for sure. I mean, the people are pretty clear. Eventually, once they solve this other problem, they're going to want to kill all of them too, because they want this land for farmland. The whole place. They're going to start chopping down trees and everything. So that's the whole reason they're doing this.
Okay. Well, I think once we've had breakfast, I think we can start making our way east on the road. What do you guys think?
I agree.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Let's do it.
There are various places in the keep to purchase basic, dungeon delving sort of supplies if you don't have any and you need it and you got money. Otherwise, you guys are equipped as you want to be, and you can head out if that's what you'd like to do.
Does anybody have rope?
Yes. I have some.
Okay, good.
Good, because the wizard couldn't carry it.
Get some silk rope and then have somebody steal it from you.
There you go.
So
Is there a temple here in the keep at all?
there is. It is. I think I talked about it last week, but it's right along the center part of the keep, right before the closed off area. The temple itself is where you took. Actually, the temple is where you took your wagon driver to. So yeah. Hopefully you remember that.
Now I do. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm playing. This is my first time where I've ever been playing in 2 Dungeons and Dragons games at the same time, and right now they're both starting, and I'm playing the same class in both of them, and I'm getting the stories mixed up in my head, and I apologize if that.
That's okay. You're fine. As long as he's not running B2, which I suspect he's not, you're good. Eventually the things will diverge.
So I will go to the temple and talk to the acolytes there briefly and just let them know what our intentions are and ask them if there's anything specific that they're aware of that I should keep an eye out for as a fellow cleric.
Well, I tell you what. One second. I'll just close this thing. I'll bring it back up. So let's see. One of the acolytes, he kind of, hunches over a little bit and kind of puts his arm around and he looks around and says, "I've heard that there was a wizard, a great wizard that went to explore the caves on his own, and he was slain. But his magic wand that he carried was lost. If you can find that, it's probably worth a lot, or your party members may find it very useful."
Okay. I'll thank him and bid him farewell and go back to the party, and I'll let them know what I found out. And with that, I'm ready to go. I don't have any money to buy supplies, even if I wanted any.
Do you need anything?
I don't think so, no. As long as you guys got rope, I think we're cool.
So for the benefit of everybody, I think most of you guys are probably familiar with each character, but I'd like to go down the list, kind of get the the name of your character and what he is. If you want to have a little background, you can. If not, don't worry about it. This is mostly for people that may be watching, so they can know who is who, because these are all new characters, and we didn't go through this the second night. So we'll start with Werner, and then go down the list.
Okay, Werner is a human. I'm a mage, and I have just finished my training, but I did not land a position with a master. I preferred to take my own way. I'm going out in the wide world. I'm brand new at this, and I'm looking to a life of adventure to make me rich and powerful.
Awesome. Okay, sounds good. Smee.
Smee is a young male half-elf and also a dabbler in magic. In fact, he specialized in invocation, and he is dirt poor and ready to head out in the world and have some adventure.
So, and Sephram.
Sephram Tanner is a human druid of the desert subtype, and he's also a wanderer. So he's been. You suspect he's had some sort of traumatic experience in his past, and he kind of wandered into this group, and he's now wandering with this group.
Awesome. That sounds great. Nacillus.
Nacillus Feathers, a Sylvan elf. He lost his mother to a rampaging band of orcs, and together with his falcon beakers is out on a quest for vengeance to rid this world of any orc scum.
Nice. So Sylvan Elves are wild elves, right? Am I
Yes.
remembering that? Okay. And Finial Winters.
So Finial Winters is a cleric of Palor from the hills, very, very far from here. And I was kind of getting long in the tooth back at home, dealing with broken bones and people's foot aches. And I'm looking to do more good for society and for my god, Palor.
Awesome. And Daylock, he is running late tonight. He'll be here at 9 o'clock, but he is... let me bring up his character sheet, make sure I don't misspeak. He is a fighter that's a dwarf, but he'll be back. He'll be here later tonight. So, all right. So let's get going. You guys have the pathway on a good day is probably about 2 hours, hour and a half, depending on how clear it is. If you guys are ready to head out, if you want to make any preparations, or somebody be in the front, somebody be in the back, or anything like that. In fact, let me bring up the party sheet and we can do that. If you guys would like to kind of give a marching order.
I'll take point.
Yeah, drag your tokens onto the order, and we'll sort them. Over there, everybody needs to put their token over there. You can drag it from the top right, where your character is. Don't try and drag it from within the party sheet. It doesn't work.
And put it on what, Charles?
The
Drag
right side.
on the party sheet. There's a tab for order. That's
yep, sorry.
and there's a square inside of there for marching and formation. So if you just drag your token over there where you want to be, I put myself in the middle.
I put a grid on it too.
Perfect.
How do you grab your token?
From the top left, where you would click on to open your character sheet, Brian, just drag it from there.
Gotcha.
Over.
Actually, I grabbed mine from the top right of my character sheet. That works too.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Good.
Good to know.
Do you guys not see the watch order?
We can see the watch order, but you can't drag the tokens from there for whatever reason.
Huh, that's weird because I just
was
did
trying
that for
to, and it
Rob's.
would not.
Okay.
I don't know if there's a keystroke you have to do with it, but it would just move the window.
That's weird. Yeah, because I can move them over there. Maybe it just doesn't let you guys do it from the left for some silly reason. But there we go. If you guys are good, and I put Daylock on the end there. That's the order you guys want to go in?
I believe so.
So is the plan just to kind of walk up the road until we either find something to investigate or find a cave to poke our head into?
Yeah, I think we need to be really careful and kind of watch the sides and up ahead of us, far out, for potential ambushes
Yeah,
or
I think
whatever.
an
But
ambush is likely, yeah.
And hopefully we can find a bunch of kobolds, because it's only kobolds, and we can slay the crap out of them.
yeah, if we find a good spot with kobolds, we can grind it.
So
Farm the gold,
Depends-
nice.
Depends on their spawn rate.
Yeah. So, Nacillus, you're a ranger, right?
I am, and I have my bird has a slew of commands that I can give it both verbally and by hand. So I basically keep it out ahead of us in the sky watching, and if it sees anything potentially dangerous, they give out a screech.
Gotcha. So how far ahead of you are you sending it?
Just to where it could still see me, so probably no more than 150 feet at most.
Okay. You know, if he was like up a mile high, he could see where you're at. So if you want him to go that far, but 100 feet, good. Do you have any communication with him mentally, or is this just?
No, he either has to hear me or see my hand movements. We don't have a mental connection for quite a few levels.
Okay. So when he sees something, how is he supposed to respond?
He just screeches. So I listen for the screech. If I hear that, then I know something's up, and I'll give him a command to circle the area.
Okay, let me see. I have.
I think the trick is called guard.
I wished. I've got a bunch of sounds set up for just a soundboard for creatures. Unfortunately, one of them is not a hawk screech.
Boo!
Yeah, I do have that. Make it? Maybe it doesn't work anymore.
I didn't hear it.
Yeah, me either. Now that worked. Here we can use this for now.
Oh yeah. Okay. Perfect.
Nice.
It's the only one I have right now. I'll try to set up a hawk one at some point. All right. So he is doing circles around you guys. You haven't heard any noises from him. The path looks, other than the odd small tree limbs and leaves and such, it's fairly clear. You guys get what you think is about 1.5 miles from the keep, from the Y, and I need Nacillus and Sephram. Both of you guys give me a D6 in the tower, please. Thank you for the follow, Burkhart. Nacillus, you can see there are some tiny footprints, and you recognize them as the footprints of the little creatures you guys fought before. There's 2 sets of them, and they're all going up in the direction you go. Looks like it was about a day and a half ago when these passed, went up this trail.
All right, I'll point it out to the party. Say, we got some. Looks like these kobold, or I don't know what they are. Do I know they're kobolds?
Yes, because
right.
one of your party members, I think it was Finial, or someone else knew what they were, and they, you guys have exchanged information since then. So.
All right, sweet. So, looks like I found some kobold tracks here. A couple days old. I think we can probably follow these little bastards. And I would like to try to track these things.
Alrighty. Give me a tracking check in the tower, please. Well, since the dirt is really soft along the trail, it's kind of a sandy red dirt. They left feet prints very obvious to you, and you are able to continue following them for at least for the next half a mile. You guys make it up. You're about, you suspect you're about 3/4 of the way to where you need to go. And you get to where the trail kind of gets a little faded, and you can't make out which direction they went. What do you want to do?
This is as far as I can find. What do you guys want to do? You want to pick a direction and go, or what?
Were they headed in the general direction of the caves?
Good question. Were they?
The path that they were following is along the same path that you guys are going. The same one that the map that you guys have access to. That they're just going the same direction that you guys were. And it just seems that you've either they stepped off the path, or there was a light rain or something washed away the tracks. You're not sure right in this area. You don't know where they went beyond here right now. So, if you want to continue looking for their tracks, you certainly can.
Okay, so it looks like they may have veered off the road. I might be able to pick up the trail again somewhere in the woods here. Or do you guys want to continue following the trail towards the caves?
Have they been kind of following the path to the caves, though?
Absolutely.
So far, until now. I'll point where they're missing.
We should. Personally, I think we just head to the caves. They may be headed there. There may be a whole lair of them in the caves.
I agree. I think that's likely.
Yeah, I'm fine with continuing.
All right. Well, in the meantime, you'll have to excuse me while I step into the woods by myself for a while. And I'll just I'll slink off the road and just keep an eye out in the woods, far enough away from the party where their noise does not affect my ability to move around quietly.
Okay.
Forget how far away I need to be. I'll look that up.
You're good. I got it. Are you just gonna? Are you telling them to go on? Is that what you're saying? And
Yeah,
you're just
I'll
gonna stay there?
be close enough where I can, keep an eye on them. I just want to make sure if something is trying to ambush us from the woods that I could possibly see it.
Okay, good. Yeah, you're good. So your party continues on. They get just about to where you're going to go out of sight, and you haven't seen anything that looks raises your suspicions that there is going to be an ambush, at least in the immediate area where you're at.
All right, if it seems pretty safe, I'll just step out of the woods back onto the trail with everyone, catch up to them.
Awesome. Sephram, can you give me another D6 in the tower, please? So you guys have moved up past Nacillus. You went about 100 yards, and you pick up the trail of what looks like the same thing that was behind you that you guys had ran across. And they're continuing on along the pathway.
I found that?
Yeah.
I'll call that out to everybody. Hey, I think I found the trail again.
For the kobolds?
Correct.
Yeah, the tracks look the same.
Oh,
Yeah,
well, I will
and there is
definitely
still 2 of them.
investigate that.
Okay. Give me your tracking in the tower, please. Seth, if anybody else has tracking, you're welcome to throw it in the tower as well. But I think he's the only one that has it.
You want me to do it again?
Do you have tracking?
Yeah.
Sure. Go ahead. Throw it in the tower, please. Oh, that's not the. Let me look at your character sheet real quick. You need to roll the tracking skill, not the D6.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah. You can do that in the tower. So you and Nacillus are kind of combing over the trail, looking to kind of see where they went, because they're kind of weaving in and off the trail. Nacillus kind of goes forward and goes about 10 feet, and he's kind of looking around. He seems lost, and you having a little more familiarity with dirt, because you're from the desert, you can kind of see that maybe the dirt kind of slid down a little bit and covered up the tracks, and so you kind of get an idea of where they've moved, and you go about 30 more feet ahead of him, and they say, "Oh, here they are," and you guys pick it up, and you guys can follow them on forward if you'd like.
Yeah, let's keep following.
Keep on going.
Alrighty. So you guys go probably about another 1.5 miles, 2 miles. You're not terribly sure. But when you get that far, Nasilla and Saffron both see that the kobolds shoot due west and go off into the trees. And the path continues on northeast.
Maybe we should follow him into the trees.
Sounds
certainly-
good.
Yeah, they certainly wouldn't expect us.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's get some ears.
Snouts,
Tails.
tails. Yep.
All right. So I'm gonna read a little blurb here because it's I don't know. I think it's kind of neat. Reading some of these older sort of descriptions. So I'll go through that and then we can continue on. The forest you have been passing through has been getting more dense, tangled, and gloomier than before. The thick, twisted tree trunks, unnaturally misshapen, limbs writhing, with roots clutching and grasping. Thorns and briars all seem to warn and ward you off, but you have forced your way and hacked your way through regardless. Now the strange growth has suddenly ended. You have stepped out of the thicket into a ravine-like area. The walls race steeply to either side to a height of about 100 feet or so. Dark streak rock mingled with earth. Clumps of trees grow here and there, both on the floor of the ravine and up the sloping walls of the canyon. The opening you stand in is about 200 feet wide. The ravine runs at least 400 feet westward to where the western end rises up a steep slope. Here and there at varying heights, on all sides of the ravine, you can see black mouths of cave-like openings in the rock walls. The sunlight is dim, the air is dank. There is an oppressive feeling here, as if something evil is watching and waiting to pounce upon you. There are bare, dead trees here and there, and upon one, a vulture perches and gazes at you. A flock of ravens rise croaking from the ground and beat their wings, and their cries magnified by the terrain to the sound of a loud and horrible screech. Among the litter and rubble of dead wood scattered about the ravine floor, you see bits of gleaming white ivory. What are you doing?
So does this look kind of like a quarry?
Kind of. I mean, not as something that would be modern quarry, but kind of that same sort of thing. It's a valley that kind of goes to your west, and you guys are standing at the bottom looking up from it, and along there's tiers of it, and so at the bottom tier you can see caves, entrances, and at the on mid tier there's another multiple caves up there, and then above that you can see even higher, there's some up at the top. And I have a map, but I prefer you to use your imagination on this.
So, my question is, which do the tracks lead to a cave mouth?
I will need either Nacillus or both of you to do tracking checks in the tower if you guys want to try to follow them beyond this point. So Sephram again is able to follow the trail. He says, as you guys are facing towards the west, he points off kind of in the nearest north cave that's along. You guys are looking down this long ravine, and on the north wall at the bottom level, you can just make out behind some brush and a tree there is a cave, and the trail of the kobolds are heading off in that direction.
Okay, I say as such. They're off that way. I think we should just follow them. There's are we under threat from any of the other caves? Like, archers gonna start shooting arrows at us if we go march off to this cave?
Well, right
pointed
now
out?
you guys are under cover of a large tree. The cave that that you think that they went towards is under the edge of a tree, and in front of the cave entrance itself is a large tree. To your left, you can see the along the wall. There's a cave opening that's not covered up by anything. There's no trees. There's just kind of brush and such, but you don't see anything in or out of it. You can see some larger trees off to the north, to your west, and to your south. You're not sure what's behind them from this distance. So you can't see any creatures peeking out of any of the caves right now, if that's what you're concerned about.
Yeah. So what do you guys think? Like, we could wait till dark, but I'm human. I'm gonna be even worse in the dark, probably. So
It sounds like there's cover all the way up to the cave that they went into.
Not
Yeah,
complete, but there's definitely some trees
Right.
that you can get underneath. You can make short. There's like between the trees that you guys are underneath right now, it's about an 80-foot stretch where it's open before you get to the cave entrance.
Let's go.
move expeditiously for the
Head to
cave.
the cave.
Heck yeah.
You go first.
I'll go first. Using cover, trying to move as quiet as I can.
Do you have move silently?
I do have that.
Go ahead and
So
give
I
it
am
to
a
me.
ranger.
The tower, please.
Here it comes.
Alrighty, you start stealthily moving through the woods. The party can see you, but you definitely make your way very carefully through the brambles and the twigs and leaves, and everybody is impressed with your stealthful movements. Thank you for the follow, Victormes. And you get to just the edge of the tree. You know, once you step out, whether you're moving silently or not, it's not going to help. You will be visible. But you've made it, a good 60 feet from where you guys were at. You got 80
All
feet
right.
to get to the cave entrance. What is everybody else doing?
Do I see anything? Any creatures down there or anything?
You do not. It looks like a dark. You can see, just like a couple of feet in, the sun is, pretty high in the sky. Well, it's high enough to light up the floor of the ravine. So it's, the angle of light is just, basically right there within like 4 or 5 feet in the entrance, but you don't see anything right there. Beyond that, it looks pitch black.
All right, I'll signal beakers to fly back towards the party and then circle back around in my direction.
So do a big loop around you guys.
Yeah.
All right. So he does a big loop around the ravine itself, basically encompassing the whole ravine. You hear him just like let out a oh man, I closed my thing. Why would I do that?
I was waiting for it.
There you go.
Oh, there he is.
But when he makes the noise, it's like way off to the north of the ravine, and then he kind of swoops back. But I mean, he is looking all over the place. But when he went around the western section, beyond the lower level, that's when he made the chirp or the screech. Maybe
Follow
I've
the
got an
death
actual.
chicken.
The death chicken. Maybe I actually have. Hold on. Let's see. Oh, no. We want one shots of hawks. No, don't have any. Sorry. It looks
Alright.
like we were hosted by Lord Gasumba. Thank you, sir. I don't have any. Sorry. I'll find something because I know I have it in Neverwinter Nights 1 had it because I loved it. I used it all the time in my maps, so I'll just have to find it. I also need to stop this gentle music and change it to something else, because that
Yeah.
really doesn't fit, does it? That seems a little too ominous, doesn't it? I think it is.
A tad.
That sounds like Count Dracula's about to eat your face. That
It is
too-
Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not running Ravenloft tonight though, so I'm not gonna. Let me go back to my. Let's see.
Yeah, and I'm not sure I could turn him at level 1.
It's a vampire kobold.
You could try. Vampiric kobolds.
That's what I'm talking about.
All right, so there's some gentle on this. All right, so what do you guys do? The rest of you, we've heard the hawk make its racket off to the far west in the upper section of the ravine. What do the rest of you guys want to do while he's paying attention to that?
Well, I can feel the oppressiveness of the area, so I'll take a minute and say a prayer to Pelor and ask him to keep us safe.
Give me a percentile on the tower, please.
Yep.
I'd like to cast an armor spell on myself.
Absolutely. I will say that if you would like, I will assume every morning when you get up you do that.
Okay.
Actually, you could do. Actually, what you could do, and this is the way I do it when I play a mage that uses armor, is I would cast it because I don't think it does. It have a duration? It's not a duration. It's
24 hours, or
gets
you
knocked
burn
off.
up a number
Yeah.
of hit points.
So if you cast it before you go to sleep, you'll have it the next day for 12 hours or so. And
sounds
basically
good.
what I'm saying is I will give you basically for free, you cast armor, and then in the morning you rememorize it so that you don't have to do this every morning when you get up. That way you still have the slot. If you need it, you need to recast it if you would like. It just needs to be, you just need to have the spell slot there to, have it memorized.
Fair enough. Thank you.
Okay. But why? There we go. All right. So don't need to worry about armor, but I think you already have it on you. Yeah, you already had it on you.
Is it on there
Okay.
twice now?
Yep. I'll remove the. Doesn't matter which one I remove. I'll remove the other one. But you're good, because I didn't pull you out of the combat tracker. Since we played last, and you put it on.
Okay.
It won't change your AC listed. It'll only come into effect if something actually attacks you. You'll see it'll say your AC is 6 instead of 10, even
Great,
though your
thank you.
character sheet says 10. So that's a little confusing, but yeah.
Well, I did notice that the effect was on me, and my character sheet still said 10, so I figured it worked that way.
Alrighty. Smee or anybody else, you guys want to do anything?
I'm waiting for the signal that it's safe to move on up towards the cave.
Okay. Seven?
Same, yeah. Just waiting for the group to move out.
Alrighty. Let's see. Finial, you feel close to your deity, although nothing. You don't feel any extra. And the reason I'm saying this is because I was giving you a chance to, connect with your deity and him bless you, and you were 4 points off on your roll.
That's fine.
Oh,
So you feel really close to him. I mean, it was like a 10% chance, and you rolled a 14. But you feel
Psych.
you feel your connection with your God is very close today for whatever reason.
Okay.
So, speaking of, and I want to mention this for the stream, I've added re-rolls and a couple other things to you guys if you want to spend your experience. If you click on the little XP thing below the chat box, there's some things you can make me do, drink and sit up straight and that kind of shit. But the reroll for failed saves and that sort of thing are in there now. If you want to use, it's the built-in sort of chat things you can do. You can also do the old system, the divinity points, but I wanted to put that in so you guys could have some additional things. So I may not be paying attention to that today. So players, if you see the chat, they do that. I will try to. If you see them give you a reroll or something, make me aware of it because it doesn't do a sound, and I don't know how to make it do a sound right now. So. All right. So, back to the game. You guys. Party sheet. That. Something else that I'm going to try, and I think it was something Sterno suggested. Right now, it's not a big issue because you guys don't have AoE spells, you don't have Fireball and that sort of thing. But when it comes to drawing, like say you want to cast a Stinking Cloud or a Silence or something like that, there is a grid on the map. You just can't see it. I made the alpha very light so you can't see it. But the way you will cast a spell now for an AoE, you'll have to you right click and do the pointer and select the square, circle, or cone, and then draw it from where you think it should start. That may not be 100% accurate because you won't be able to see the grid, but I think it kind of simulates the stress of combat and you trying to figure out where to place it. So your spells may not be exactly where you want, so you'll have to. I want to try it out and see how it works. We'll see how it goes. So it makes it to where you can't just like, oh, I'm going to slide this thing just a little bit north just so it hits 3 of them instead of 2 of them, that sort of thing. So. All right. And with that, back to Nacillus. What do you want to do, sir?
I'm just watching, waiting for the group to get up here.
So you've directed them to head off in your direction?
I hope so. I hope they figured out what the bird was all about. If it looks like it's going to take longer, I'll make my way back, but I'll wait for a bit.
Let's move out. I heard the chicken.
All right.
Move forward.
Staying under the trees as long as possible and moving in an expeditious manner.
Alrighty, so I'm gonna share the map. It's a little weird because this part of the map is more for the dungeon than it is for the exterior. So the way it is set up right now, once you get to the area that Nacillus is in, you can see beyond towards the cave. I'm gonna share the map now. Hopefully it works. Share button. Oh, that. And please keep in mind when you can't see something, or when you can see something you think you shouldn't, let me know, because I'm not super familiar with FG yet as far as the line of sight stuff yet. So each of you should be able to see. You can't see Nacillus. Actually, I'll put him right on the edge so you can see where he's at. So you guys should be able to see him. Once you move up to him, you'll be able to see beyond him. And I'm going to let you guys move up and place yourselves where you want to be. I'll put Daylog right there until he gets here. And it looks like we have... Somebody did something.
Yeah, redeemed a blessing.
Blessing. All right, one sec. I'll do that while you guys decide where you want to move. The map is not locked. So you guys
for me, all I see is black. Should I close it and reopen it?
Yeah, same here.
I see the icons, but I
see
don't
our
see any
icons,
map.
but nothing else.
Can you click on your token and then it sees things?
No.
Yep. Okay, I can see stuff now. It's just a bunch of gray.
Yeah,
see
it's
nothing but
open.
Black.
Even when you click on your token?
There it went. Yep, there it just showed up.
Yeah, it may have been downloading the map.
Time. Yeah.
Yeah, it could have been that. That's one of the things I recommended on the forum, or suggested on the forum, is like they need to have a network thing pop up and tell you something's loading. That's why you're not seeing something, or because we had issues the first and second night too. So let me do the blessing real quick while you guys are doing that. Effects. Select all friendly units. I don't think it placed it on all you, did it?
I do not see it on Smee or Sephram.
I guess I'm going to have to do it manually. I was hoping it would do it all of you, but since I'm
I
not...
can do it if you want.
No, it's not an actual thing like yours.
Nice.
It is a
Bless you.
24-hour sort of thing.
Nice.
I think I got everybody. Burner, Smee.
Would it stack with Bless if I cast it?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, there you guys go. Those of you that are behind Nacillus and Daylog, you can't see beyond because it's brushy and all kinds of things. Once you move just to the edge, you should be able to see the cave entrance.
Is that far?
It's about 80 feet. The cave entrance. So I want to ask you guys, this is out of character. Do you guys see anything on the map, letters or anything? You just see, or do you just see the cave entrance?
See the compass rose.
Yeah,
I
but
just
you don't
the cave
see
entrance.
you don't see any like giant letters anywhere on the map.
There's no
I
letters.
do not.
Awesome. Just
Except for
making
the
sure.
N of the compass.
Okay, good. Yeah, just making sure because this is a double layer map. One layer you can't see, one layer you can see. It's to make it to where I can have a DM map and you guys have a player map. So that's good to know. Thank you.
I just sent you a picture in Discord.
Okay, thank you. I'll check it out whenever we have a break. Alrighty, folks, it's up
All
to
right,
you.
should we make a run for it?
Let's go.
Yep, let's head to the cave.
Alrighty, who's
Alright.
going first?
In the same marching order we had, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Should we just move our tokens?
Certainly. What I will do is, let me see if I can do this. Where is? Wow, oh, there it is. Okay. So I've locked tokens. If you guys want to move, you guys can move all at once, or have your positions things sort of. But it may be best if one of you guys do it at a time. If you guys want to wait for Nacillus to go first, or if you guys want Daylog to go first, that kind of stuff. We just, some of you guys need to go because what'll happen is as you move forward, you're gonna reveal things within the cave, deeper in, that sort of thing. Now keep in mind that humans, you guys aren't actually going to see what your token lets you see because it's dark, but I can't assign light sources to, or I can't restrict your vision based on your lack of infravision.
I don't mind scouting when we're tracking, but I'm not too big on just running out across an open field. I'm not armored for that.
So I think it's safe to say I think Daylog would volunteer to go charging across. So
Yeah, I definitely go second, but yeah, I need someone with a shield to be out in front of me in a situation like this.
that's where he's going to go.
I ready my short bow and follow along.
One thing I do want to mention before he goes charging across, you guys have been kind of making your way through the brush and undergrowth, and as you get to the edge here, you look out, and that ivory sort of white stuff, you're looking about, and it looks like it's not the floor is not covered, the ravine is not just covered of nothing but this, but you can see white sort of round things and long things, and as you've gotten closer to this point, you can tell there are the skulls and bones of what look like humans or humanoids, human-shaped sort of things. And then Daylog goes charging across.
Alright, I will follow.
And I will follow.
So one thing, put him right there because these are 10 foot wide. Charge up to there. And Smee, you're just moving to that point?
Yeah, because I can't see anything but black over there where they went.
Yeah, you need to move to there to be able to see beyond that. Yeah,
There
you
it
need to
went.
get on the edge.
Gotcha.
The reason is there's like brush and cover, and you don't get outside of it until you get to that point. That's why. Same thing. I'll put all you guys on the edge so you can see the same thing everybody else is seeing. There you go. Does that not do it? There you go.
Smee will move to there.
Alright. I hit the button for Werner. It just didn't move him. Maybe I hit X accidentally. Can you do that again?
Did I hit it? I just need to know if I did it properly.
You did it right. Either I hit X or I don't know what I did. I thought I hit the green check. On you guys' side, you don't see it, but there's a green check and an X. I may have hit the X instead. So, right. I did what? I'm moving you manually. Sorry. I don't know what happened. I did it twice, and that time I'm certain I hit green. So, Daylog, Finial, Smee is half elf. You got 30-foot infravision, yeah?
Yes, 60 actually is what it says.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I couldn't remember. It must be halflings that have 30 foot or something along those lines. In any case, you guys can see that the cave goes in about 20 feet and then tees off into right and left directions. You can't see beyond that. Daylog, he sneaks in to here. He's going to actually stay there. And then I will leave him there and you guys can tell me what he does later. But the rest of you guys can react. He says there's, he kind of points off to the right and left. He's, saying that they go off in those directions.
But he's not like fighting anything, right?
No, he's not.
I'll move in.
Alrighty, keep in mind if you guys want to stand side by side, you can. You just need to be over, the corners. The passages are 10 foot wide and the squares are 5.
Yeah, I'm staying right behind Daylock.
Okay.
Is he the only warrior?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, he's the only fighter. You have
We have a ranger, too,
yeah. What do you gentlemen want to do?
So do we have anybody that can detect traps? Probably not.
Yeah, the warrior can. He has warrior detect traps.
You just step on it.
Exactly.
In the ancient ways of warriors.
It's like dwarven lockpicking.
Barbarian lockpick.
Yep.
Yeah, same difference. Alright, well.
Alright, so anyone that's human, except from beyond here, you can't see anything further than what's right, like 2 feet in front of you right now. Anything
Okay,
beyond that is pitch
I'll
black.
get a torch out. I'll get a torch out.
Okay, what are the rest of you guys doing?
Wilson, do you want me to move Daylock for the time being? Make
After
it a little easier?
After this, yes. I just was trying to get him started.
I mean, if
I'll
he's
vote.
just a plain old fighter, I can play him until Robbie
Yeah, he
gets here.
is.
It's fine.
He is. He should be here actually now. I tell you what, how about we take a 10-minute break? And we are back. Everybody is back. unfortunately, Robbie didn't make it back yet, so hopefully he'll show up sometime later. But we are ready to go. You guys have the dark cave. Smells really like a kitty litter box. It's just hasn't been emptied in months. It's damp, dark. Daylog is just like, pinching his nose and waving his hand in front of his face like, ooh, stinks.
Okay, Daylock is, looks like we're coming to a Y here. A fork where we can go right or left. So I'm going to go right up, move my guy right up to the corner and look to the east and west.
Okay, which dude are you moving?
I'm
Go ahead
moving
and
Daylock.
move your...
I'm trying, but it's moving the window instead of the character. That's the same problem I had when we were doing the party order.
So
How do
when
I
you
get it to not do
control
that?
click him, it won't let you... Control
Yeah,
click.
it's wanting to
just-
move the window. Like when I hold my mouse button down on him, do I need to control when, like I'm used to when we want to move our characters, you just, hold the left mouse button down on your character and then drag it where you want him to move. You know what I mean? Like I can do it with my character, with Finial, but with Daylock, when I try and do it with him, it moves the window instead of moving his character. And when I double click on him, it says unable to open the link character record because your user does not own that record.
Sorry, my mic was muted. This is why I want to get those foot pedals working. I had to switch a bunch of stuff to get to it. Yes, you can't do that because you don't own it. Robbie owns it. It just gave you permission to see it. So you want to move him up to here? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, and look to the right and left.
Well, he looks to the right. From where he's at, it looks like there is nothing down there. He can't look around the corner without stepping into the hallway itself to look left. He can kind of see off in that direction, but I mean he's right on this corner here, so he can see up to here. That's about it.
Okay, he'll step forward into the corner.
Okay. What? Let's see. Where's my thing? So he steps forward to here, and when he does, the floor gives way from underneath him, and he falls into a pit.
Oh my goodness.
Let's
And,
detect trap.
There would need to be a real loud thud at the end of that.
and he takes
The
3
warrior
damage.
detect trap skill works again.
Yep.
Yeah, and as soon as he does, you hear that kind of chirping, whistling noise that you heard before. Coming from the caves in front of you. So what I'd like to do is have everyone roll initiative, please. So it looks like everyone has rolled. to do on Robbie's character so you can just take total control. I'm going to clear owner. You should be able to go to the character list, Charles, and just take them. And then you can do whatever you need to with them.
Okay.
So Daylog disappears out of sight, crashes into a pit, and you hear cackling, laughing of the kobold creatures that you guys have fought before, making all kinds of racket. You don't know what they're doing yet, but it looks like everybody has rolled initiative. So we will start with Werner. What are you doing, sir? Looks like you were going to cast sleep, but no target.
I will wait and see if I get a target. I'll just hold it ready.
So when you want to do something like that, what I would suggest is before you do initiative for a skill or a spell is to modify your initiative. If you click on that down there at the bottom left of your screen, there's like an adjusting how much. If you click on that and type in, I would suggest to type 99 and then roll in this spell. And what that'll do is it'll make sure you go off at the end of the round, because basically what I'm going to do is, since you said you're going to delay it, I'm just going to move you to the very end.
Okay. All right.
Alright, so next is Daylog. He is in a 10-foot pit. He cannot, he can't reach the lip, and he's like 4.5 feet tall, maybe? What do you want him to do?
He's going to try and climb out.
Alright. He does not make it out. He gets a couple of feet up, slips and falls. The edges of the pit are pretty sheer. Not any handholds. He was just trying to jump up and grab a hold of what he could, and it didn't seem to do any good. Sephram.
I see no targets, correct?
No, but you certainly hear him off in the caves.
So I'm going to drop to my knees, get my backpack off, and get the rope out of my backpack.
Okay. That'll take you around. Lucillus.
I'll also get my rope ready, sling it over my shoulder. Get ready to get up here.
Alrighty. That will take you around as well.
So Smee is
not your turn. Sorry.
Thought it moved.
It did move, but not to you. It went to the bad guy. You may not be able to see him. Alrighty. So let's see. Here's one thing. Oh, look at that! Right off the bat. You guys see... Well, you guys don't see. Finial, can you see that guy there?
I can see Kobold.
Yeah.
Alright. Except from you, I don't know why the line of sight would let you see him. But Finial definitely... You see this kobold walk up. He's holding a spear, and he stabs down at Daylog as he's trying to crawl up, and hits him solid. He crits, and he's going to do max damage. This guy is gonna do the same thing. Oops. This guy. So you guys see this one. I don't know if I can, let's see. Maybe I can move it. If I move it like that. He's got a spear. He can't reach Daylog, but he's like, you know, you can see him standing just outside of your line of sight. You know, he's just on the edge. He's got a spear looking like he's ready to stab at Daylog, but since Daylog is on the other side, he can't get to him. To me.
Can he actually see any of those targets?
No, you're too far back. If you move up to like here, to that spot, you could see around the corners. Those guys are both hiding around the corners. I know the thing is letting you see them,
right?
Because it's just because they're in that square. It's kind of I don't like that kind of line of sight, but it is what it is.
He is waiting right there. He does not run to the front. He's going to hold his action so he can move in the end.
I'll do that after I pass you.
Okay, Finial is going to. First off, can you walk around the pit?
No.
Okay. And how far is the pit across? Like if I wanted to jump across?
Where are you wanting to jump across? Give me a draw line or something.
If I wanted to jump straight ahead.
But straight ahead is a wall. I mean, that's a wall.
Yeah. Are you saying the pit goes all the way to the wall?
Yes.
Okay. I am gonna lower myself into the pit. Carefully.
Grab hold of the edge and jump down, sort of thing?
Correct.
Okay, so you catch glimpses of kobolds on either side of the pit. So if you do that, you know, depending on where you do it, one of them's probably going to get to stab you as you drop down. You know there's one there. You know there's one on that side. And you sure? I mean, I'm not trying to stop you. I'm just trying to make you aware of what's going to happen.
Yeah, I gotta go down there.
Okay. You want to go to there and then drop down.
Well, I'm assuming the pit is right in front of me. Oh, the pit is up there at the intersection.
Yes, right in the middle.
Got it. Okay.
In fact, I can draw a thing there for you guys. One sec. That's where the pit is.
Okay. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go right here, and I'm going to attempt to jump on top of Kobold 15 from where I am.
Jump from where you're at? Okay.
Yep.
You're going to try to jump around the corner. It's about a 5-foot leap going from one edge of the pit to the other side. So, where are the jumping rails in this game? Are there jumping rails I don't think there's jumping rails in this game. I think there's
I think it's just auto success.
Yeah,
on anything under 25 feet.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Let's see. Maybe you're right. Jumping. Let's see. How far are you going? You're going 10 feet.
You said 5 feet.
Yeah, but you're going 10 feet before you jump.
Yeah, I'm doing a run.
So you don't have a long enough running start to do a broad jump. So you can do 1d6. Oh, what if it can broad jump 1d6 feet? Okay, this is not a broad jump. Not pole vaulting. Perfect. 2d6 plus his level in feet. So what's going to happen since you can't broad jump? It's a d6 plus half your level in feet, so it's just a straight d6. So you need to roll. Give me a d6 in the tower, please. And I would round that up to +1, so that is going to be you run and jump. I'm going to put you here because I don't want you in the same space as him. But you'd made exactly, there you go, 5 feet on your roll.
Yep.
That is your action, though.
Yep, that's fine.
Okay. All right. With that, this kobold that you can now see from where you're at. Where is he? This dude. You can see that guy across. There's actually another guy too that you can see. Come on. That guy. So you can see 2 across. There's actually another one here. So you can see all those now, Finial. You got that?
Yes, and I will yell that to the party, their location, approximate locations. That there's 2 to the right and 2 over here. Just to let them know that we're not just dealing with 1.
All right. So as soon as you jump across, number 6 is going to shoot at you with a short bow that he's been holding and wait for somebody to come across. Missed with the first shot. Missed with the second shot. Can you see 14? Yeah, you guys can see 14. He runs up. He has a spear as well. He is trying to stab at Daylog, but who is obviously on the other side he can't get to. Werner, your turn.
All right, I cannot see these guys yet because I'm
No.
human, and they're in the dark.
Yeah. The only way you're going to see him is if Sephram had finished lighting his torch, and you moved forward to the edge of the pit. Like if you were right there, you could see at least the ones around the corners.
All right, I'm gonna have to surrender my turn this turn.
Okay. Smee.
All right, he knows that a couple of his party members have moved up. Go up here to where he can first see a kobold, and then he'll end his turn.
Gotcha. Yep, you can certainly see both of those on the right.
Okay. That's good.
And lastly, Kobold number 1 has been holding his short bow attack for anybody that leaped across, which happens to be Mr. Winters. He's going to shoot 2 arrows and see if he can hit him. Good lord, he can't hit the broadside of a barn.
He shot his buddy.
Yeah, you don't want me to use some of those.
Right.
And then number 12 doing the same thing. He is shooting at Finial. They've been waiting. Well, that may be a hit. That's a hit. That's a miss. Roll for initiative, please. Oh, missed that. How I've missed that. Yeah, Mr. Griffith. I don't think I would have jumped in the pits either. All right, looks like everybody has rolled. Our first to go is going to be Sephram, who has been unraveling a rope out of his backpack. What are you going to do with it now?
Move up to the edge of the pit and drop one end of the rope down.
All right, move yourself where you want to be. $10 lower the rope. Alrighty, Smee. Looks like you're casting magic missile.
Yep, we'll target Kobold 14.
Cast it and then throw the damage. Ah! He falls off into the pit face first with a bolt in his chest.
Let me hit the button.
You don't remember. Don't hit the button. I'll do that for you guys. It just got too confusing, I think. All right, Daylog. What is he doing?
He's trying to get out of the pit.
Oh, yes. So it will take his entire action. Sephram is holding the rope, allowing him to climb it. That does mean that Kobold 15 is going to get a free attack on him when he does it, though. So I will go ahead and do that.
Oh, okay. So maybe I don't want to do that then. Okay, too late. Got it.
The Kobold stabs him as he's coming up, and you guys hear a "oh" as Daylog slides back into the pit, and the rope goes slack. Sephram. Burner.
All right, I'm going to move up to the edge of the pit.
Alrighty. You are there.
All right. You can't move and cast a spell in the same.
No,
round, is that
no,
correct?
but if you move less than half your move, if there's any other actions, there's some things you can do. I just need to know what you want to do.
Yeah, I'm just moving into position so I can see stuff for next round.
Gotcha. All right. So that will be next. Is Kobold is going to stop attacking the thing that fell in the pit, turn and spin his attack with his spear against Finio Winters. And miss. This guy is going to keep shooting arrows at you. Miss. Miss. Finio, what are you going to do, sir? You see your buddy slide back into the pit. He's bleeding from a sucking chest wound.
I am going to take my revenge out on Kobold 15 in the name of Pelor.
Go for it.
I'm going to yell out a dwarven war cry, and I'm going to pound his skull with my mace.
That looks like a hit.
Nice.
No! You took him out.
That's it for me.
Alright. So, Kobold number 3, he is unable to attack the guy in the pit. So what he's going to do is he's going to chunk his spear at the only thing he can see is you. Oh, look at that. He hit. I didn't think he was going to hit. For 4. Bacillus.
Alright, move up here and see if I can see this kobold.
Not you won't be. You don't see anything from there, no.
Alright, well,
You need to be up where Smee is or closer
Smee
to even
is-
see the guy.
he's got that spot, so I'm kind of stuck until.
Yep.
So I'll just be here watching the back.
Gotcha. This guy's going to step forward and attack with his little rusty short sword. Oof, he missed. This guy can't get to you, so he's going to shoot you with his bow. Twice. Oh, one hits. Oof. Is this going to be a very quick game? All right. Roll for initiative. Lordy.
I'm not
So-
rolling initiative since both.
Yeah,
my guys
I get
dead.
that. I'm waiting for Sephram. Alright. Werner.
Okay, I can see Kobold 1.
Yep.
So I'm going to launch a magic missile at him.
Go for it. Do a cast and then damage. Oh, took him out. Nice shot. He slumps over your friend Finial's body. Finial is bleeding. Smee!
Smee can sense that Silas wants to get up here a little closer, so he'll back over here behind Werner.
Is that it?
Yes.
Alrighty. Daylog, you're gasping for breath. Sephram.
My plan was to drop into the pit and cast Cure Light Wounds.
So you can certainly drop into the pit. You will just need to cast it next round because you can't move and cast at the same time. So you still want to do that?
Yes.
Alright, I will put you there. And the next round you can cast it. He can't see anybody. Bacillus. You're gonna do
Alright.
a. What are you gonna use a ranged attack on him?
Yep.
Okay, one shot.
Blast this guy. Hopefully, maybe.
Go for it, man. You got this.
Not with that.
No! Alright. So you move, so you only get one shot. Next time you'll get two if he's still there. Can't see anybody. He can't get to you. Roll for initiative. Just waiting on Smee.
Yeah, I was trying to do the 99 thing.
Gotcha. Alright. Well, first person to go is Werner.
I assume I can see Kobold 3. I have
Yes.
another magic missile. I'm going to cast it at him.
Go for it. He too nosedives into the pit with a bolt. A magical bolt in his chest that fades as he falls. Daylog, gasping for breath through the second chest wound. Sephram, cast Cure Light Wounds on him.
Is he dead? Like dead? Just gonna
He's not
waste
at
my
negative
spell?
10 yet. He's at negative 3, so no. He's not dead. What'll happen is it'll bring him up to 1. Not
Right.
dead. Yeah. Click the cast and click the heal. Doesn't matter how much you heal, it brings him up to 1. Something that I wanted to also mention, one of the things I'm going to try as well is if you go below 0, you will have an additional effect applied to you. It's called exhaustion, but similar sort of thing that they use in 5e, I guess, maybe. But when you go below 0 and come back up, you get a level of exhaustion. And I may apply exhaustion in other points. So like if you guys don't sleep for 24 hours or you don't eat or those other things, each one will add up. So if he goes below 0 again, he'll get another level of exhaustion, and it basically affects his strength, his agility, that kind of stuff, and reduces his ability to fight. And eventually he'll get to a point, I think the way I have it set up is like if you go more than 5 exhaustion, you basically just die. He has got exhaustion, but he is alive. He looks like, and the way you get rid of exhaustion is to sleep. Get a rest for an entire day, and that'll remove 1 level of exhaustion. So if you go down below 0 twice and you get no exhaustion level 2, you'll need to rest 2 days completely before it'll go away.
You said rest for an entire day, like
Yes.
24 hours?
Yes.
Okay. You're saying like going to an inn and staying overnight? That's not enough.
Oh, that's a day. That's what I mean. You go and you rest and you
Okay.
sleep for. When I say a day, I mean you sleep for a night, like the same amount of time you'd need to memorize spells.
Okay, that's
Now,
when
there
you
are-
said rest for 24 hours. I wanted to make sure I understood it.
Yeah, sorry. It's just an 8-hour an 8-hour sleep. There are certain spells that would probably negate this. There may be some cleric spells that would allow you to bypass some of the time. We'd have to discuss that when we come to it, but I don't think any of you guys are at that level yet. So Finial is bleeding. Nacillus, your kobold is dead.
Dang it. Well,
Can you see that other one? Does it the line of sight let you see that one way over there?
I mean, I see the token, but as
I will
far
let
as,
you
like,
take a shot with cover 90% if you want,
sure.
just to make sure to apply it. It's going to be a hard shot. That's a -9. Yeah.
Instead of 1. I get lucky.
Oh, sorry. I skipped it because I
That's all right.
forgot you get 2
was-
shots.
Sorry, it was an 18, but it missed.
Oh. Alrighty. This guy is going to do the same thing you just did, and also take the penalties. Yeah. Both of you guys are plinking off the walls. This guy can't see anybody. Smee!
I guess I'm just gonna watch, make sure nothing comes up from behind us.
Gotcha. Roll for initiative.
Can I see those kobolds in the pit?
No. You cannot. If they were on the edge, certainly, but the ones... And there's no way to do elevation for line of sight. How did you have a 0 initiative? Oh!
Blessing.
Yeah, sure enough, he rolled a 1. Oh, yeah. I see what I did wrong. Daylo, you go.
Okay, yeah. Does it look like Sephram is casting another heal?
I don't know.
I
Something
did not roll initiative for that.
Okay, I'm getting out of the pit, and I'm climbing up to the west.
You're going to
It
attempt to
was
climb the
my
pit?
It was my intention to boost Daylog out of the pit.
Okay. Yeah, I'm getting out of the pit, man.
Alright, give me a percentile on the tower, please.
All right.
So he pushed you up, and you get right on the edge, and it's all you can do just to hold on to the edge. For whatever reason, you just are not adept at climbing at all.
Okay.
But all you can do is hold on to the edge. I mean, if you want to drop back down to the ground, you can. But you're right on the edge. If he pushes you up next round, you'll be up without a roll. But right now, you technically would have failed, but with him below you holding you up, it kept you from falling. But you just couldn't pull yourself up for whatever reason.
Okay.
Alrighty. Sephram.
So I was gonna boost Daylog up, so that might have just
Yeah,
been my turn.
that would be your action, yeah. And next is Finial Winters. You guys hear him gasping. Burner.
Can't really get much of a running start, but I was wondering if I could get over to Finial.
Well, if Nacillus wasn't in your way, you could step and jump across like he did. It would take a D6. To get across, it's 5 feet. You'd need to roll at least a 4 or above to make it across, because you only get you get +1 because half your level, and I rounded up. So.
Right.
It would be a difficult jump. Not to say you can't, but if that would be the best you could get.
All right, I'll take it.
All right, so you'll need to wait until Nacillus goes to see what he does.
Okay.
I will move you to the end. Nacillus.
Well,
What are you
I've
gonna
already
do?
committed myself for this round, so I'll shoot this kobold over here that doesn't seem to be as covered.
Nope, that would be, I would say, it's still a little. I'll say 25% cover.
Can I get a hit, please? There we go.
Very good.
Oh, that's a hit, yeah. Max damage, this is going to hurt it. It's going to take him out. There's no way he can survive that. Wow! Alright, next is... Now, since this guy is going to... Oh, wow. He made his morale check. This guy's going to move to here, and then take a straight shot at you with only one shot, but no penalties. Oops. It's a miss. It's me.
He'll just step over 5 feet. Oh, yeah, right there.
Alright, is that it?
Yep.
And Werner, Nacillus did not get out of the way. What do you want to do?
Can I jump down in the pit and then next round try and climb up to get to him?
It will take you 2 rounds to at least do that. Yeah, assuming you can
this
climb
round
it,
and next
yeah.
round?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to do that, and then I'll jump down in the pit and move over to where I can move over to get up to Finial next round.
Okay, gotcha. Roll for initiative. Yeah, the magic missiles took their toll on the kobolds. Alright, looks like everybody's rolled. First go with Shmee.
And I can't tell if my line of sight actually lets me see him or not. Kobold 12.
What are you doing? You casting his magic missile? You can certainly see him with magic missile, yeah.
All right. That's
If you
what
were
he's gonna
shooting a
do.
bow, we would have cover, but it's magic missile, man. You just need to be able to see it to hit it. Yeah, those magic
Sorry, I
missiles.
double clicked it, but
You're good. Alrighty, next is Werner. You are going over to the wall to go up.
That's it.
And that will take you. You are a human, right?
Yes.
Let's see. Are you going to continue to help Daylog, Sephram, or are you going to help Werner? Because it's up to you. You tell me what you want to do, but Werner's going to try to climb the wall by himself, and it's 10 feet up. So.
I was gonna help Daylog get up.
Okay. Give me a D100 in the tower, Werner.
1 second. Hold on. While I try and remember how to do that.
If you right-click on the 10-sided, it'll give you the radial, and one of those is a percentile.
There you go.
You shimmy straight up the wall, and you're up to there, and that's where you'll start next round.
All right.
Sephram is helping Daylog, yes?
Correct.
Finial is bleeding out. Daylog is...
Getting out of the pit.
Alright, move me where you want him to go. Or move him where you want him to go.
Right there.
Alrighty, that's where he is. It takes this whole action to do that. Nacillus.
Well, I don't see anything, so just step out of the way, I guess, now.
Alrighty.
Just try to watch down that corridor, or over here to the left. Bow out.
Alright, no need to roll initiative. Because everything's dead. But all the bad guys are dead, and only one of you guys are down.
Finial.
He's not dead, he's just down. I will end initiative.
Was he a bad guy?
I said all the bad guys and one good guy. Alright. So Werner, you get up.
Yeah, I'm trying to staunch the wound.
Okay. Yeah, you stop the bleeding. You guys can take actions as you like. Right now, it seems like the combat has ended. You've got dead kobolds all over the place, and Finial is gasping for breath. Slowly dying.
I have no ability to heal.
So Daylog is
even-
right next to him. He'll attempt to bandage him. He's been in many battles before, and is familiar with how to, try to stop bleeding. So he's going to try and do that.
I have a question. How many spells am I supposed to have? With a wisdom of 18 as a druid, a level 1 druid.
Didn't we go through this? I thought we sorted this out.
Well, I only have 2
Yeah, you have 3.
memorized.
Yeah, you're supposed to have 3.
Okay, can I retcon a little bit and cast a Cure Light Wounds on Finial? Because I only have 2 spells memorized.
Yep.
Cure Light
Yes,
Wounds
sir.
and Frost Fingers.
Yeah, you'll need to get out of the pit, but yes.
Okay, let me get out of the pit.
Unless they want to throw Finial in the pit, and then he'll,
I'll leave him up there. I have some rope out somewhere if I need to get some rope.
There we go. So you already had lowered your rope, so you can throw it back up, and they can help you climb out. You guys are standing on the bodies here. That's Finial. That's a kobold. All the kobolds in the pit. Because those guys all fell in the pit.
We could just say that all the walls did was cut tails off.
I thought they wanted left ears.
That's correct.
Or tails. Kobolds have tails.
Okay.
Alrighty, so that brought Finial Winters up from death's door. Both him and Daylog, they are conscious. and able to move, but they look, drained from the experience of almost dying. You have several kobold bodies laying about in the pit, out of the pit, other side of the pit. What do you want to do?
Finial will throw a heal on himself and on Daylog.
Go for it.
I'm lighting a torch.
Are those Cure Light spells set up the way they're supposed to be? Because that doesn't... I mean, the values are fine, but the roll doesn't look right.
You had said that you were going to set that up, but then last session we had kind of made it seem like you changed your mind. So that's fine. If you just want me to be a plain cleric, that's fine.
No. I set up the class. In fact, if you look at your class, it's paler now. And I added a paler class that you'll drag and drop whenever you level up. I just can't... I mean, the Cure Light Wound spell is not meant to... You'll have to manually set that. What you need to do is set it to where your heal is minimum of 4. So...
Okay.
That would be like, what? A D3... plus... What? I don't know. I don't make me try to figure this out in my head, because I can't. You know me in math. I'd have to
So
write it out.
explain to me what the advantage is.
So Palor's clerics, their heals minimum is median. So in your case, you got a D8 for Cure Light Wound. So the minimum it can heal for is 4. So you need to be able to roll like.
Yeah. So 3 plus 1 D4.
You just roll a D8, and if you roll a 1 through 3, it's
No. You need, there's. I did this for Rob, and I figured it out, and I wish I'd have remembered what it was, but it's like a D3 plus 5 or something. No. Yes.
Make it a D4 plus 4.
Well,
You have
it
5,
can't
6,
be
7, or 8.
right.
Yep,
So it
that's
needs
it.
to be less. It needs to be less because the minimum is 4, not 5, and you're always going to roll at least 1. So it's got to be 3 plus D.
3 plus a D5.
Yes.
Yes.
There you go.
3 plus.
Yeah. Let me. Shit. I don't even know if. God, this math. I can't do this in my head.
I just told you what it was.
Yeah, but there's no D5 dice. There's no /roll D5. There's a D3 plus 5. I can do that. That'll work.
Yeah.
D3 plus 5 will work.
That's still going to put it over what it should be, but
D3 plus 3? No.
No, it's up to D8, right?
yeah. The problem is the minimum is going to be 6
Yeah.
instead of 4.
You can't do a D5.
Oh. Yeah. Lord Gasuba, the man with the understanding here. Let me clear this out.
/die.
Thank God somebody understands.
Yeah.
That is better. The minimum is 5. D4 plus 4. Yeah. There's just no D5 roll
Nobody
on this
said that
thing.
word.
And maybe somebody did and I just didn't catch it. So your things are set up right now. If I could do like an actual just /roll in there instead of nailing it to dice, I could do it easily. And we could do it like you can manually type /roll 1d5 plus.
How did you type that in there, though?
You don't type it. You hit the gear, and then on the dice thing, you right click on the dice, and I erased it. I cleared the dice. I dragged and dropped a d4 in there, and then I set the modifier to 4, so it's a d4 plus 4. Thank you very much, Jay.
Maybe you could walk me through doing. Oh, you set the modifier on the right there.
Yep. And then the dice is the d4. You just drag and drop a dice there, and it places. I'll erase it there, and I'll just drag and drop a d4 into that little box. There you go. Well, that's not where you want it. You want to put it right in the box. It's very specific. Otherwise, it adds a second roll.
Hang on. Okay.
Nope. Did it again.
Hang on. I want to learn how to do this because it won't be the first. It won't be the only time we have to do it.
No, every time
Okay.
you get a new spell, there you go. Yep. That's how you do it. So.
And now, how do I get that to go over? Okay, so that automatically updated when I did that.
Right. So if you roll it now, don't have anybody targeted and just click it. I don't think you do. Oh, and then it'll do that. So the minimum will be 5, which is as close as we're going to get without having custom dice strings in there, which we can't
Thanks.
do. So when you get Cure Moderate, which is a D10, your minimum will be 5, so it'll be 3d4 plus... No, I'm not going to worry about it right now. My brain will just melt. I have to have a piece of paper. All right. So, surrounded by dead kobolds, what are you guys going to do?
Retrieve tails. That's how we get paid, right?
I thought it was ears.
No. So did I.
Yeah, let's get some ears.
Alrighty, so you're going to go along and clip the tails or clip the ears? What are you going to do?
Get both.
I'll take
Okay.
ears. Someone else get tails.
Well, you do one or the other, not both, because I mean, you certainly can go in and cheat if you'd like. That's totally up to you. But the idea is to get some unique, either their left ear or their tail, one or the other. Maybe they don't have a left ear, that kind of stuff. So you guys collect parts. If somebody wants to write down or add an item to your inventory and mark down how many you got, there should be 6 of them, whatever it is you're collecting.
Anybody doing that? If not, I'll throw it in my notes.
I got it.
Okay.
6 kobold parts.
Kobold bounties.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so to the west, you can see a cluttered room piled with trash and debris. It smells like a chicken pen. If any of you guys have smelled that, so it smells like poop and wet and just nasty and mildewy. Off to the east, you can see the tunnel continues on and then turns southeastward. There's a little area to the north. Here, it looks like there was just kind of a cubby area where the kobolds were hanging out, waiting for people to try to come into their happy home. What do you guys want to do?
Move to the corner to the west. Right there.
You can see a little bit more of the room. And the closer you move, the more stinky it gets. Reeks. And you can see most of the debris in front of you is trash. It's like bones and rotten cloth, and maybe smashed up crates and that kind of stuff. Looks like it's the room, at least from here, looks like they just throw trash in here.
Okay, Wilson, I think I got it. Sorry.
Okay.
If you look at that heel now I think it's what you want.
One second.
That looks right to me.
Yeah.
1d5 plus 3. Yeah.
42?
No, that's not what it... Yes, 42. That's it.
Okay. I will take your word for it. So that would be up to, yeah.
It's 4 to 8.
Yep.
That's what you wanted.
But it's, yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's good. 42. Okay. Yeah, we can do that.
Okay. There you go, man.
All right, so Sephram, you move closer into the room. As you do, you can see in some of the piles there's some movement. You see like these furry creatures that kind of duck away from the light into the debris, and you can't see them. You saw these little, they're about the size of a large possum. They kind of shot off into all the piled up trash, and you can hear some squeaking noises.
I'll say there's some rat-like things back in here, but does it just look like mostly garbage?
Yes, you don't see anything else but garbage in this room.
All right, I'll start moving back. I'll say, hey, there's some rats or something in here, but it doesn't really look like there's anything valuable. Definitely no kobolds that I can see.
Oh.
Okay, so sorry when I was messing with those dice, I wasn't paying as much attention. Did we already pull the ears or tails or whatever off the kobolds we killed?
Yes, we did.
Okay. Can we set it up to where or is there something we can put across the pit so that we can traverse over it in case we need to get out in a hurry?
Nothing immediately available, no.
Maybe we could anchor some rope. What do you guys think? I just don't know how quick it would be for us if we needed to get out in a hurry. Whether a rope would help us or not. Any ideas?
Nothing in that other room but garbage, right?
Yeah, off to the west there's nothing. So it looks like is that a hallway going to the east and maybe down a little bit or something?
Yep, there's a tunnel going to the southeast.
So I think we all need to get to the other side of the pit, and kind of. We really need to rest, honestly, because I'm pretty much out of spells. I don't know about how everybody else is doing, but
I got one more heal left.
I've got one spell left.
One spell left here.
I have
well,
all
I
my
don't know,
spells.
we could do a little more adventuring then, I guess. So we probably need to get to the east side of the pit and then traverse down, or down that hallway at least.
So you said you explored the whole west side?
I went over and looked at it, and there's some rats over there, and it's mostly just garbage. If you want to go search it more thoroughly, you're welcome to it, but it smells like crap over there. So.
Yeah, Daylog will take a quick walk around the perimeter of that room just to make sure there's no threats and
He's gonna go in the
nothing
room?
glittering. Daylog is, yes.
Yeah, there's some rats or something in there. But go right ahead.
You want me to move him? I tried to move him. There we go. I think the tokens are still locked.
Yes, they are. Right. You make your way into the room. You see the same thing that Sephram did, except you can kind of see within the debris, you can see a large nest of what looked like about larger than possum size, probably mid-sized dog-sized rats all throughout the trash. They seem to be avoiding the light coming from Sephram's. But where there's no light, they're kind of peeking out and looking. When they sniff in your direction, you can see their teeth kind of chatter, and they look. You get the impression that they're not happy that you're where you're at. And there's a lot of them in the room.
But from where I am, I can see the perimeter. I can see that there's no other exits.
Correct.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'll back out the way I came. And I'll comment to the party that there's a lot of rats in there, and those are very large rats. I recommend avoiding that room. There's no visible exits. And with that, I will lower myself. Finial and Daylog will both lower themselves into the pit and within it, attempting to get to the other side and climb out.
Is where Nacillus is there anything we can secure a rope to, like in that cave? Is there any
No.
rock or anything?
No,
Okay.
not anything within the tunnel itself, no.
I guess we're just gonna have to climb into and out of the pit. I don't see a way around it.
Or run and jump.
Or run and jump.
Yeah, running jump is 2d6 plus your level, which would be 1.
Well, that's what Smee's going to try. Run and jump over to.
So if
the
you're
eastern
running,
side.
if you're coming from where you're at, so the other guys can do a broad jump. There's not enough space for you to do a broad jump there, so you would be a d6.
How far back would I have to be to get a run and jump?
Right where you're at. Oh, you can't. There's no space. I mean, if you're doing a run and jump, you would do it across into the wall. You can't do a. There's
Gotcha.
nowhere to get 20 foot run to that. I mean, the best you can get is 10. So your best, you can either
Gonna
go down
try
the pit, climb
shoving
up the other
myself
side.
over like a pole vault with my quarterstaff.
Yeah, sure. There was rules for that. Let me go back and look. Jump. 1 sec. Looks like they fixed the search stuff from the player's handbook too, because it's working without having to expand all the stuff. And, so
We're going to see how spectacularly Smee can fail this.
Yeah, while he's doing all that, I'll help the dwarves get down and then lower myself down into the pit.
All right, I'm not going to make you guys go through all the little stuff to go through, because you got enough people there. You can eventually, Sephram and the other taller guys can help the shorter guys up. It is a 10-foot pit, and it is pretty sheer. It's pretty difficult to get up, but once you get somebody up, they can help you climb up. As far as pole vaulting, it says here, even with a vault, requires 30 feet running start too.
Okay. Then he'll climb down and climb back up.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll helping him down and coming back up.
All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move. Everybody's going to cross.
Yep.
So I'm going to put you guys there. You guys can change your positions however you like. I will say the room here, the area there is a barrel. It had 2 spears in it, but it looks like the kobolds grabbed them and used them against you guys, so they're in the bottom of the pit now. Those are the 2 guys that fell in. Looking down the tunnel to the east now, you can see along this wall right here, sticking out from this section, there's a plank that looks like it would fit going across the pit. Looks like that's what they use to, lay across it and run across.
Well, let's go grab that.
Yeah, I'll grab it and set it across the pit in case we need
Okay.
to get out in a hurry.
All right, you guys have done that.
And so there's a plank, and it's lying on the stone floor.
Yeah, it was just around and down the passage a little ways. You couldn't see it from where you guys were at.
Okay, gotcha.
But you've got it. You guys picked it up and ran it across the trap. So if you want to come running back and you need to go across it quickly, unless somebody's moved it, it'll still be there.
Okay.
All right, who wants to go first? I'll go first.
Daylog will go first. Unless you want to. Go ahead.
How many hit points? Is he feeling better?
Yeah, he got healed. But he's not fully healed.
What?
But...
Do you guys not see health bars? Oh, hold on. Let me see. Maybe they broke that. Because I was having the same problem on Frankie's game. Let's see.
You can see it in the party tracker. He's down
Yeah.
3 hit points. Sorry, the combat tracker. And I can see health bars. I don't.
You can?
I don't
do
see
not
health
They're
see
bars.
health bars.
super tiny. You
Yeah,
guys
I can
zoom
see if
in
they're on
really.
the right.
They're like a tiny. Yeah, they must have changed it. I need to ask about that because they used to be wide. Now they're just like super narrow. I thought maybe it was just the map scale that Frankie was using, but I guess it's not. Alrighty. Things with FGU to ask about.
They
Okay.
are. They're super thin.
Now they're about a
So
pixel
Frankie,
wide.
are you going first or am I going first? I'm sorry, Aaron.
Yeah, I'll go first. What the heck?
Okay, go ahead.
All right, so you guys let Sephram lead the way. He's got a torch holding it up, so he lights up the whole tunnel. As you guys are looking down, you can see it going all the way down to the end. In fact, what I can do is I think I actually have some auras set up for torches. Let me see if I can find it. What's the range on a torch? It's 20, isn't it?
I have no idea. Hold on, I'll look.
I think it is. So you guys should see that. I wished it would. I wished it honored line of sight, but it doesn't. It's just a giant square. Can you see that?
It may be taking a minute to pop in. I don't see
It shouldn't. Maybe I have it set to dim only. One second. Nope. You guys should see it. Anybody else see it?
Do not.
Are you talking about just that sort of bright
White-
aura or whatever?
White aura. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
So
I can
Charles
kinda
can
see
see it. Yeah. You have to zoom out to see the whole square. And maybe it looks different on you guys' end because you can only see within it. But yeah, for me, it's a giant square block. But that white area is actually, let me change the color so maybe that'll help. How about that? Can you see that now? The yellow around
yeah,
you?
I don't see anything. Yeah.
But
Yeah,
you
I
can
don't
see
see
it, Charles?
I'll send you a picture of what I can see. I'm not sure it's what you want.
Okay, one second. And you can drop it. Well, no, you can PM it too if you want.
That's what I see. So it looks kind of illuminated over where the pit is, but I'm not sure that's what you intended.
Yeah, no, that's not it. You guys should be seeing an aura. I don't know. Yeah, I'll look at it later. This is something I'll have to debug. I'll just remove it because you guys can't see it. Let me try.
So I'm gonna cautiously.
Don't roll for initiative. I just wanted to see if that. Can you see the? You can't see nothing changed.
Nope.
No.
And I'll just remove it. No use in having it if you can't see it.
Now
But-
I can see
Now
it.
I can see it.
What?
A yellow
Maybe-
brick just
A big
appeared.
giant yellow thing just appeared.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
big
your
yellow square.
torch. What did
Yep.
I do?
I don't know.
What did I do? I just clicked on your character. I don't know why. I'm not gonna worry about it. I don't want to waste your time. I'll fuck with it on my own, or excuse me, futz with it. So, Sephram, and everybody, all the rest of you guys, you can't use your infravision within this area. So that means you can only see as far as he can. And everything that is beyond this can certainly see the light reflecting off the walls and can see it from a much farther distance. So, with that, Sephram, where are you going?
Daylog is staying right behind him, by the way, and Finial is staying right next to Daylog.
I'll tell you what I can do. Let me turn off lock tokens, and so you guys can just move as you like.
Because I don't see Sephram anymore.
That's probably because he's out of your line of sight.
Oh, did he move?
Yeah, you do. He's moving down the tunnel.
Yeah, I'm moving down the hall.
All right, so the tunnel, when you get around this corner, Sephram, you can see off far to your east, there's a black darkness between you and a light source way off in this direction. Can you see that arrow I drew off in the far
Yep,
east?
yep,
You
I
can
got
see there's a light source off in that room because you can tell it's a room because it opens up. You can't see anything in between it. From here to from this point over to where I drew the line, you can't see anything between it because of the light source. But you can tell there's a light source off in the distance, and you suspect if there was anything in there, they can see your light source too, moving down the
Right.
hallway.
Do we hear anything?
No, you do not.
And it looks like there's maybe a doorway or something to the left, up on the left.
There is definitely something here. Yes. What are you going to do?
Do I see anything?
Looks like a tunnel going to the north. From
We
there.
can clear that tunnel. And there's something, a fire or something down the hallway.
Okay, stay back. I'll take a look down the tunnel. Daylog will walk out and peer down the tunnel here.
Now keep in mind you can't see farther than here because of the light. You can't see beyond that.
Yeah,
Until
and
he moves the light out of the way, you can't see farther than that.
Yeah, I'll tell Sephram, man, back up, man. That torch is messing with my frequencies over here.
There we go.
Yeah, you're gonna need to go to there. So now you can see that the tunnel continues on and then opens up into a T up at the north. Let's see. Daylog needs to give me a percentile on the tower, please.
All right.
You can hear the sounds of kobolds off to the east. Lots of them. You can hear whispered voices coming up, some louder voices, but the rest of the party can't. But for some, you tilted your head in the right direction and caught the sound, through your helmet, and you can hear there is a lot of kobolds off in this direction.
Okay. I'll go back and I'll go back to the party and kind of get them all in the corridor here and get them all together and say, guys, I hear a ton of kobolds over to the east. Do we want to press forward?
Can we set up some sort of trap? Can we maybe turn the trap on them somehow? I don't feel like we can take on a bunch of kobolds. Like maybe 4 or 5 we could, but like 10, I don't know.
Yeah, we had trouble with 6.
Yeah, they got the drop on us, but exactly, that's it. Exactly right. We had trouble with 6.
What do you fighter types think?
I'm all for going in there and clubbing them all down, man. Especially after they just, knocked me down. I'm all for going and bashing more kobolds.
Maybe we lure them out here. Retreating scout method. Let them see one person run this way, and then we ambush them.
We can try it.
Do we think they think we're here? Like, do we know that they know that we're here?
I'm pretty sure they know we're here.
Okay.
I heard them whispering and stuff like that, like they were, planning to jump out and attack us when we got near.
So we're not going to take them by surprise. Then I think, if we can draw them into where we want to fight instead of fighting on their ground like we did last time, we'll probably do better. I think if we can get clear shots with arrows, with bows, I think we'll probably win. Even numbers. So 5 on 5 or 6 on 6 will probably win. Beyond that, if there's 10 or 12 of them, I don't know. 2 at a time we could take them. Like, I don't know how many kobolds will fit abreast in this hallway.
It's a 10-foot wide passage. And they're about half the size of a dwarf.
Like, if we could get them to come just around this little corner that we're at right now, I think that would be an advantage for us. I don't know how we do that, though.
Yeah, I don't know that we have anything to lure them out with.
Could we smoke them out? there's something we could set on fire, I don't know if that would even work, but go set the
So-
garbage on fire.
So there was a way to the north, you said, as well?
Yeah. Yeah, there's a passageway. I didn't see anything down the passageway when I looked.
And they were to the east.
Yep. They're all in there.
That's probably their main cavern is right in there. That would be my guess anyway.
Go north around behind them.
Yeah, we could try that. We could try go north and see what happens. So Daylog will head into the corridor, start heading north with Finial in tow.
All right. Looks empty.
Okay. I'll tell them the corridor looks empty, and I'll move forward up to here.
If you guys don't know, you can select your token and use the arrow keys to move your guy. Kind of nice.
That's badass.
You can do the same thing with waypoints and stuff too when it's your turn.
So I don't see anything to the right or left here. And there's a wall in front of me.
You know what you see
I'm
on the
blinded
map.
now, but
Yeah, what you see on the map is what you can see. So
Okay,
when you
I'll
come
go out into
around
the
the
hallway
corner, you can see a door to the west. The door itself has a large lock on it, but the passage to the east continue on as far as the torchlight will blind you. Yes.
Okay.
Werner, I expect you're with the party.
Is he still with us?
He maybe had dropped. I don't know.
All right, I'll
No,
go
I'm
over here.
I'm here.
I'll go over here and check out this door. See if it's you said it's a big lock on it, so it is locked.
Yeah,
It's like a
it is
padlock or
locked.
something.
Yeah, it is.
Really?
Yep.
That's interesting. Do I hear? I'm gonna try and listen to see if I hear anything on the other side of the door.
All right, percentile on the tower, please. You do not hear anything on the other side of the door.
Okay. Do we have anybody that can pick locks?
Don't believe
I don't
so.
think so.
Okay. What? Then I'll start heading east.
All right, 1 second.
Somebody needs to keep an eye on this hallway down to the south.
I can do that.
I got it.
Okay, I'll let you do it.
Alrighty. Sorry. You see to the east, you see a stool in a corner, but there's nobody in it. You can see farther off to the east, Daylog and Finial can, another door. You can't tell if it's got a lock or anything from this distance, but you can see another door.
Yep. I'll tell the party I see another door down this corridor. So Daylog's going to head further down the corridor.
So what
Looks
I'm
like
gonna
tokens are locked now.
yes, they are. So I'm gonna undo that, and I will move you to when you get to this point right here.
Yep.
Give me a surprise check, and you can do it out in the open.
Okay.
You are not surprised. So You can see they're kind of hiding around the corner. They got spears in their hands, and they're kind of looking off in your direction, waiting. Obviously, they saw the torchlight or something, and they've been waiting for you. As soon as they see you, they just they charge at you. So everybody needs to roll initiative, please.
Okay, can we put Finial right behind Daylock? Because the intent was that he was going to be right behind
Yes,
him.
yeah, I'll
There
do
we
that.
go.
Yeah, I
and
would
then
have moved up too.
you guys can go ahead and roll initiative, please, if you haven't already. And I will start up after. Everybody's rolled. First person to go is going to be my Kobold in the back. And he's just going to rush forward. And then to there and attack. The first thing he sees with his short sword. Oh wow, sucker hits. 2 damage. Ooh, 5. Rolled over to 5. I love these dice. Alright, Smee. What are you doing, sir?
Just gonna move up some. Just gonna move to there.
Okay. Got it?
That's it.
Alright, Finial.
Okay, Finial's going to move up to here and swing at Kobold 6.
Go for it. Oh, miss.
And that's it.
Burner. Keep in mind, as long as you're within
Wow.
the light source, you can only see to there. You're human, though, right?
Yes, that's right.
Okay. Yeah. That's as far as you can see is the yellow. And if you're an elf with infravision or whatever, you can only see as far as that until you get out of it.
Be right back.
Anyone else? Or anything else? Sorry. Was that it for Vernon?
When I get to there,
Sorry.
I'm gonna dig a torch out of my own backpack.
Okay. I'll take you around. Sephram. Moving up.
Yeah, I actually want to move a little further than that, though.
Okay, you move 20.
Okay.
Yeah, I think your move base is probably 12, so you can move 120 feet. So you got 100 feet
Probably
left.
go right about there,
Yeah.
and then take a shot with the short bow.
Okay. Which one are you shooting at? Or I guess you're shooting at the one in front of you.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so since you're shooting into melee, you're going to be at -4. What you can do to simulate that, we'll just go ahead and do this. In the menu section, go to modifiers. There is 2 types of things. There's cover and concealment. Concealment is the cover is hard cover, like walls, trees, and rocks. Concealment is fog and brush and things. So I'm going to consider it 50. I think 50% is -4. So it'll be cover of 50%. So if you click that and then roll your dice, and click it and then roll your dice. Each attack, right before you roll your attack, click the cover 50 and it will apply the modifier.
But do I get 1 shot or 2 shots?
Since you moved, you only get 1 shot. Yeah.
Okay, that's what I
Next, if you don't move, you get 2. Alright, that's a miss. So, next is this guy who's going to not target himself. Move to here, into there. Target Finial, and attack with a hand axe. Oh! That's 2 crits for the bad guys tonight. Max damage. Ooh, he even rolled a 6 too. This guy is going to move to here. Target Daylock, and he's going to throw his hand axe because he can't get to you. And miss. And Nacillus.
I'm gonna move over here and look around the corner, make sure nothing's coming. Try to stay hidden.
Just at the edge of your vision, you can see there are kobolds, lots of them moving around down there. They look like they're all kind of taking up positions or hiding behind things. You can't really get a good, because it's right at the extent of your vision. Every now and then you'll see one walk just close enough to see them, just catch the edge of them. But so you can see them moving around back there, but they're not moving forward.
Alright, I'll just take and try to stay in the shadows of the corner here.
Okay, if you want to give me a hide in shadows. Actually, you can't do that outside of the forest, can you?
No, I got normal hide in oh, actually, you know, I'm pretty sure it's still normal hide in shadows.
Okay. And Daylog, your go.
All right, Daylock's gonna swing at the kobold in front of.
My chances have. Here.
That's it.
Okay. Awesome. And roll for initiative, please. I heard you. Thank you. Thank you. I love the laughter these days. Smee!
Sorry, I didn't get to roll. Just move me to the end. He's just watching.
Just watching.
Making sure nothing comes up behind us here.
Alrighty, Werner. You are pulling out a torch and striking it up. Correct?
That was my intention, yes.
Alright, so let me drop a... Oh, well, actually, torch is 15, not 20, so I can change... I'm going to change Saffron as well. I knew I had an aura effect for that. Thanks. Can you guys see the light that's on Werner right now?
No, not yet.
I don't know what triggers it. I'm gonna not stress out about why it's not, but I'll click around.
Kind of click on its token and move it a little bit.
Okay, I'm gonna move Sephram, and then moving
I
back.
can see that one just shrunk.
Yeah, that's what it
Yeah,
should have done.
mine shrank.
Yeah, that's the range of a torch. Actually, I gave you one that was larger than a torch. So I'm gonna move Werner now. You guys tell me if it shows up.
Nope.
No.
I'm gonna manually move him. Did that do it?
Nope.
Nope.
All right, let me select him. Oh, he's already selected. Did that do it?
There it is.
There it is.
All I did was select him. That is weird. It doesn't do that in FTC. So good to know. All right, so both of you guys have torches. The yellow is what you can see. If you're in, infravision is foiled if anybody's within that or looking through it. All right, Kobold 1 is attacking Finial with his hand axe again. Missed. Sephram.
Shooting with the short bow.
2 shots. Remember to do the modifier for each one.
Correct.
$19. That dice went all over the place. That's a hit. Oh! He falls down as if dead.
Can I switch targets and shoot the second
Yeah,
shot?
certainly, yeah. You range.
Is Kobold number 3 under the same
Yes.
cover?
Yeah. Because they're all small. They're actually smaller than dwarves, so you're shooting past dwarves. Oh, look at that. You're gonna kill Tim. Watch it. Oh, no, you didn't.
Nope, he lives.
Oh!
Alright. Next is Nacillus. Still hanging out, hiding?
Yeah, just seeing if they're gonna make any obvious movements.
Well, right now, they don't appear to be moving in your direction at all.
Alright, then next round I'll do something else. That's all I'm doing this round.
Okay. This guy is going to move into position where his dead compatriot is, and attack with a short sword, because he threw his axe and missed, and he misses with a short sword. Hitting him.
I'm gonna swing at the kobold in front of me.
Go for it. Oh, that dice rolled all over the place. And next is Daylog.
He's gonna swing at the kobold in front of him.
I think that sucker's gonna hit.
And that's it
Miss.
for him.
Next is Shmi. What is Shmi doing?
He will move forward up by Seth.
Anything else?
No. Can't hit anything from there.
Alright, roll for initiative. Alright, looks like everybody has rolled. First to go is Werner.
I'm just gonna move up a little closer to the party so I can see a little better.
Is that it?
That's it.
Alright.
Just want to see if there's any more kobolds behind these kobolds.
It's me.
That was a different noise. Still no targets close. He's holding right there. He's right. If anything gets close, he's going to smack it with his stick.
Gotcha. Bacillus. They still seem to be holding position where they're at. Or at the very least, you don't see them coming out.
Alright, then I'll move over here and check around the corner for everyone else.
You can easily see your party down there because that torch is lighting up the whole area. You can't see in between it, you know, but you can see them all down there.
Looks like they're doing alright though.
Nobody's laying down on the ground.
That's a good sign, so I'll just hold.
Just hold there.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Kobold number 3. How's he gonna do? You gonna hit him? Nope. Daylog.
All right, I'm gonna swing at the kobold in front of me. Do a lot better this time because I'm gonna yell out a dwarven war cry while I do it.
Oh,
There we
that's
go.
it.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna die. There's no way he can survive this.
I already hit that one.
Yeah. Oh, he definitely dead. Yep. Alright. And lastly, this kobold. What's he gonna do? Is he gonna stay or run? My god, he's brave. He is going to attack with his hand axe against Vimeo. And he's gonna miss. That one.
Shooting with my bow.
Go for it. Wow, you are on the ball tonight. Oh, it still took him
Oh,
out.
it was enough.
Yeah. Yeah, these guys are super weak. So that was against which kobold did you target? I don't think you
Should have
targeted
been
the
number
right one.
1. I might have dropped it on the wrong guy though.
Yeah, you don't have a target. You hit kobold 6. Wow, you were not even in the right ballpark. So that's why he died. I will apply the damage to this one and see what happens. He's still standing.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Okay. Sorry about that.
That's all right.
One second.
So you guys,
Lost-
this. Go ahead.
I lost my modifier. I only shot once, right? Did I shoot once or twice?
You only shot once, yeah. If you
Okay.
go to menus and modifier,
Yeah, I found it.
okay. Oh, that's a miss. Lastly is Finial.
All right, Finial's really pissed.
Get him!
All right.
Get him!
He's gonna yell out a dwarven war cry just like his compatriot next to him did, because it seemed to work for him. Except he's gonna
Nice.
call out to Paylor. Help me smite this little piece of crap. Oh!
Oh, that's it. I don't think he is going to survive the anger of Paylor. Definitely
Max
not. And he dies. When he does, he lets out a screech like he did when he died, and the door off in this corner opens up. You see several kobolds in there. One large, he's almost, taller than a dwarf and about as wide. He says, "What you doing in here?" And after he finishes it, he points at you and says, "Kill them!" And everybody starts rushing to you, and that's where we'll leave it for tonight.
All right.
Da-da-da.